I'm Alyssa.
And Judith.
And we are a Speechless Apple.
Yes.
And we're doing an album review. Is this our first one?
Yeah, our first album review.
And we're going to do our review on this lovely album.
Yes. TVXQ's Japanese album Time.
This would be their 7th album, I believe.
7th album? I don't know.
Or is it 6th?
You're the TVXQ
Let me
expert.
see. There was Heart, Mind, and Soul, Five in the Black, T. Oh no, this will be 6, I think. T. Then there was The Secret Code, and then there was, what was the name of that album? I'm a bad TVXQ fan. Tone, and then this is Time. So this is number 6.
That one, Tone.
Yes.
T. Yum.
Yeah. They said T could stand for so many things, like Tohoshinki and T and like all of that stuff. I forgot all the stuff that they said about it. But,
oh, I see. Okay.
So it can stand for T.
So yeah, okay. So I don't want to go look on my iTunes because we were listening to it earlier. So I'm just gonna go look here for the.
It's on the back.
Oh right.
Okay, the first song is called Fated. Okay.
So,
pretty boss song.
It is. It's pretty boss. I like it. I like the instrumental for it.
Yeah, I feel like it's a I'm a knockable out type song. Like, even though it's like when you hear the instrumental, it's like I'm a knockable out, but the song itself is actually a message song. It's a really beautiful song. So it's really interesting.
It's really epic.
Yeah, it's a very very epic song.
It's like very. Like, when it first starts, it kind of reminds you of something coming out from, like, an opera or a musical of some kind.
Like Phantom of the Opera or something.
Yeah, not exactly Phantom of the Opera, but, like, something very, like, ominous.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Even though it's not really an ominous song at all.
No, not at all. But, yeah, the instrumental is really interesting for it, though. I hear a lot of, like, percussion in it, which is really nice. Yeah. And I feel really excited. I kept hearing, like, xylophone and everything. I was like, yeah.
And then I also felt like Yuno was far more experimental in this song with the way he was saying, like, for me particularly when you hear Chaomin saying fated versus Yuno saying fated, like Chaomin's was more round and Yuno's was like, I don't even know how to explain
edgy,
it, but
kind of?
Yeah, like fated, something like that, except more like gurgly or something like that. I don't know.
Gurgly.
Gurgly, okay. That's not proper English. Don't use that word. No. I shouldn't be using it. I'm a linguist. I'm going to be a very contrary linguist.
Okay, yeah, you are. Okay, so next song is the Japanese version of Catch Me. Yeah, let's just say the Japanese versions of Catch Me and Humanoids.
We like them better. I don't know. I feel like the arrangement worked better for the Japanese style. And then I'm a little bit biased towards it, I'm going to admit, because I can understand Japanese. So I don't have to look up the lyrics when I hear the Japanese one. I mean, they mean the same thing. But when I hear ikunai, ienai, nara, baka, dara, and blah, 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 blah. I heck messed that up. But like when I hear it, I know what it's saying. So I really like that.
Yeah, and like for me, I feel like in the Japanese version, it flows a lot better.
Yeah, I feel
like in terms of the lyrics, it flows better.
I think it's because like they'd already been performing it, and so that they know how they should say it. Because I mean, there's how you write it, and then when you're actually performing it, when you're actually doing the song, like you already have a feel for what what would be better.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
Like when TVXQ did "Love in the Ice," the Korean and Japanese versions. The Korean version is just as good as the Japanese version, but because like they knew how it was supposed to go, so it flowed really well when they made the Korean version.
Yeah, so Catch Me, nothing different though, it's just Japanese.
Yeah.
I feel like it sounds a little bit better in Japanese. And next song, you're gonna have to say this.
逢いたくて逢いたくてたまらない. It basically, I want to see you, but I can't.
Such a sad song.
Not really though.
At least this album isn't as sad as the other album.
Yeah, Catch Me was a really depressing album. Like, they have they sound really upbeat, but you listen to it, no, that song is depressing.
The lyrics are depressing.
Everything. I was looking them up. I'm like,
the whole like album was like a sad song.
So sad. So sad. But
I like this one. It's kind of like lighthearted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely very lighthearted. Kind of like something you like.
It's like basically talking about I'm waiting for the chance when I can see you. Like you know that you're gonna see them again, but you're like okay, I'll be patient till the
like when I imagine it, I kind of imagine it like someone like riding their bike through like the street, and then like they're under the trees, running through the trees, with the sun coming down.
Or like what if you're like sitting down by the tree and you're playing the guitar, playing the song, and you're like sitting there like smiling, very, like you expect the person to show up, you know? Yeah.
And it's kind of like that type of song where it's just, like, really, like, free and, like, lighthearted.
Yeah. I like the way their voices melded in this one because, you know, in Changmin's voices are radically different.
They are.
Like, for one, you know, is a bass, and they kind of force him to sing higher up, especially now that the other three are gone. They kind of force him to sing higher up. And they do more of matching Yuno to Changmin than matching Changmin to Yuno, which I think is really sad because Yuno but Changmin has a beautiful voice when he sings the lower notes.
Sorry. Anyway, next song is One More Thing.
Baby, one more thing.
Yeah, and there's like a thing, we're not playing the music in the background because we don't want to get flagged.
Yeah, I mean, with TVXQ, you can find all of it anyways. It's relatively easy to find all of their music, even their Japanese stuff. But I'm just singing.
We're just gonna avoid being flagged by AVIX.
Yeah, I'm singing a few of the lines that I remember.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. One more thing. It's another cheerful song.
This song didn't really stand out to me because I don't really remember how it goes, even though I've listened to the album like 10 times.
Yeah.
It doesn't really stand out.
One more thing.
Okay, I remember now. But yeah, it doesn't like automatically stand out to me.
I think it's one of those passive songs that you're like, oh, this is like, it's one of those passive songs you listen in passing that just makes you smile.
Yeah.
And then you don't realize, like, you don't remember that was the thing that made you smile later on.
Okay.
But it's really nice, I think. I think it's good to have at least one of those because, you know, just like a coffee shop song. It's a really good coffee shop song.
Yeah. But yeah, it doesn't really like stand out to me.
Yeah, and it's basically talking to whoever it is, like telling them that like this one more thing, I'll always like know like what you did for me and everything, like all of that. So
okay. Next one is I Know.
Wait, what about Still? We didn't talk about
Still. Sorry, Still. Whoa, that's pretty cool. I just noticed because like they have like clocks next to like the names.
Oh, you just noticed that?
And then it's like 1 o'clock and 2, 3, 4. That's pretty cool. Like I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but yeah, I know. But like
easier.
Yeah.
Like wait, probably if we take out.
I don't know, but it's like for like the songs at like the back of the CD, like like. You have, like, your first song and then your second song, whatever. And then it's, like, since it's, like, time, they have, like, a clock. And so, like, the first song will be at, like, 1 o'clock. Second's, like, 2 o'clock. And then 3 o'clock. I just thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty creative. I just noticed that, actually. Because this isn't my CD. This is Alyssa's CD.
Yeah, it's mine.
So, yeah. I just noticed that just now. It's actually pretty cool. Really creative. See, it's like, because, like, I noticed, like, I appreciate the little details. So I'm just, like, I'm really, like, yeah, okay, so Still. So what about Still? I don't really remember the song either.
This song was actually one that they released, as a single with,
Oh, that one, okay, it's the ballad one, okay.
Yeah.
They were singing in the room.
No, that's the one after that.
Oh, that's I Know?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a different one. It's actually the one in the coffee shop. The one in the coffee shop.
The one in the coffee shop?
Yeah, where they had the girl in front of them and like there was.
That one. Okay, that one.
Yeah. Still. Huh.
I don't really have anything to say about this song. It's kind of like the last one where I don't really remember. It doesn't really stand out to me as much. I can't really remember it. The Way Fly. Yeah, it doesn't really stand out to me. Because, like, the problem with this album is, like, we both feel like all the songs are good individually, but like all put together in the album, they don't really.
They're kind of. It's not really. It's not really. I don't know. We kind of think that it might be the point, but it's not really a cohesive.
Yeah, it's not that cohesive album. It's just like we just feel like it's a bunch of like different songs just like smacked together into one, almost. So
I mean, it might be the point. I mean, like, because I mean, it's called time and how people can do a whole bunch of different things in the time that they're given. I mean, that might be the point.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But because of that, it's like nothing like significantly stands out to me other than like. Because, like, the ones I remember is, like, Fated, Catch Me, Humanoids. Only Catch Me, Humanoids, like, there's the Korean version of it. So, like, I remember it. And then, like, some of the other songs, I don't really remember it. Because it's such a mismatch of songs that I can't relate each song to each other.
Yeah. For me, I remember them because, well, I follow TVXQ. So, like, for Still, I know, and,
I know was that one video where they're in that room, right? With the yeah, I saw the video for that. Yeah, I saw that song.
For Still, I like it because it's a kind of a slow song, but it's like kind of sad. But I think because the vocals are really toned down, both Still and Still is one of those songs that you would easily overlook in an album like this. So, because a lot of them have more like outstanding like usage of their vocals.
I see.
Yeah, it's kind of like really Still is probably one of the more chill. Like Still and In Our Time are probably the most chill songs on this album.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And the next song, I Know, she was talking about, it's the one where in the room, it's a video where they're in the room and then like everything gets trashed and like
yeah, and they have like the violin and the whatever with them in the room, right? So
yeah,
I like it's very smooth.
Yeah, I think it was a very well made song. Yeah. I think it's one of the songs where like it's one of the best matches between Yuno's and Changmin's voices I've ever heard. Because it's really, like I said earlier, it's really hard to match this song because Yuno is naturally a bass and Changmin is naturally a tenor. And Changmin's typically a high tenor. I mean, he has a great range. I don't think he realizes how great his range is. And but they always end up trying to match them. But with this one, I feel like they move Yuno up and they move Changmin down so that their voices matched.
I feel like the Japanese producers know how to do that well.
Yeah. Especially since their voices are so radical, because you can really hear, like, with two voices like this, you can really hear the differences. Because it's not only the fact that their positions in singing are different, it's also the fact that they're like it's magnified by the fact that their singing styles are different.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next is Y3K.
I like the.
I gotta go.
This is the one with that beginning, right? Yeah. Like, everything you know.
Everything you thought you knew. We'll set this track in T minus 4, 3, 2, 1. And
I'm just like, I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, no, not everything I was going to self-destruct.
Yeah. Another thing about this album, except for a few select songs, there's a lot of English.
Really?
There is a lot of English. I'm looking at it. There's a lot of English in this album.
Whoa, there is. Whoa.
Y3K is like mostly English.
Wow. I could barely tell.
Look at that. All of that English. Look at
that.
Fated has hecka English too.
Yeah, most of it. It's
really repetitive.
It's the chorus.
Yeah, it's really repetitive, but still hecka English.
Yeah, it's mostly the chorus of it's in English though. Now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
You see, like, Faded, most of the chorus.
And then a lot of their, like, both Catch Me and Humanoids have a lot of English.
Okay. Look how cool this is. I'm just like, look how cool that is. It's made to be like that.
It's not really Ritz.
It's not really Ritz.
For a second, I was pissed off. I was like, how dare you give me something that was Ritz?
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's like when I got it, for a second, I was really pissed off. I was like, how dare you give me something
like,
that was Ritz? When I turned the page, I realized it's not Ritz.
Yeah, like, that's so I was cool. Just like, I was looking through it the first time. I was like, whoa, and I stayed, I was like, just like flipping this one page for like a minute.
That was kind of sad they don't have the other one for Yuno.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
it was like the one that they gave you was Changmin or whatever.
They should just put both of them in there.